Let's go up in here and hug in real quick. You feel me? see what you guys, man. Where's everybody? Shit, I might as well eat these chips, man. I'm hungry. So where everybody at? You feel me? Where everybody at? That's what I want to know. I'm all kinds of I'm all kinds of munching right now. You guys are kidding me. These chips are good though. I'm all kinds of munching right now. Shit.
Okay, Melody?
Let's get up out of here, man.
Órale.
Yeah, be careful, man, when you get the bag. Make sure these females are over 18 when you deal with them. Because women, they act on their hypergamous instincts even at like an early age, like 15. So when you get the bag, make sure they're over 18 when you're dealing with them, bro. Let them bitches show you some ID and a passport. ID is not good enough. Let that bitch show you a passport that she's over 18 years old. You don't want to end up like R. Kelly, going to jail forever and shit because you're messing with a minor. You know, when you got the bag, there's gonna be all kinds of women coming after you of all ages. Make sure they're over 18. Please make sure they're over 18, bro. Don't be messing with no minors and end up in jail and shit like that, bro. Please don't do that. Please, I beg you. A lot of these women, they know what they're doing, even at like 15 years old. They know they go after a man with money. That's their hypergamous instinct, bro. That's the women's hypergamous instinct. You got money, a 15, 16-year-old female will kick in the door and try to get with you, man. You gotta tell that bitch, like, look, you gotta show me some ID, and not just an ID, but you gotta show me your passport. Because after 18, they should have a passport. You feel what I'm saying? The ID is not good enough because it could be fake.
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. You know. Anyway, man, I've been lonely for a long time, man. You know, I ain't had a woman in so long. I wish I had a woman right now that I could go home with or go home to. You feel me? It's not that party right now. You feel me? What I'm saying? It's not that type of party. You feel me? It's just the date naps, man. That's what really fucked everything up, man. I'm gonna keep that shit a buck. You feel me? The date naps really fucked everything up. If it wasn't for the date naps, bro, I'd be laid up with some female somewhere. She cooking dinner, and I'm coming home. You know, because when I met my ex-girlfriend, this is before the date naps had appeared, man. This is back in 2006. You feel me? But ever since then, bros, it's been having a hard time getting a relationship that's long term. A lot of these females, they think they got options and shit. But you know what? When a man gets some money, don't come running my way talking about, oh, you the best guy. You know, there's no guy out here like you. Don't come here talking that bullshit. Because I was single for like 8 years and none of you bitches wanted to choose me. Even though I was decent looking, I was handsome, you didn't care. You wanted the bad boy. You wanted the Chads and Tyrones of the world. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you bitch coming around, you know, trying to entice me. After I get the bag, I'm like, okay, are you a Chad lover? Are you a Pookie lover? Are you a Tyrone lover? And that's the questions I want to ask you. You like them bad boys and shit? You know what I'm saying? And when you start stuttering and can't decide what you're saying, I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna move on to the next. 'Cause a lot of you bitches looked over me anyway, because I wasn't a bad boy. I wasn't a Pookie or a Ray Ray. I wasn't a Chad or a Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? This girl got a BMW. She rolling deep. She by herself, baby. Oh man. She's all by herself rolling a BMW. She decent looking. I mean, she's average looking. Shit. A lot of these women gonna end up holding alone anyway, man. A lot of these females gonna pop the balloon. A lot of these bitches gonna end up owning alone anyway because their standards are too goddamn high. You gotta be a little bit of thug. You gotta be a little bit of thug and a little bit of Pookie. No. I think the reason why I didn't get chosen throughout my life, and I agree with I agree with alpha male strategies. Sorry guys, it took me too long to say that because I've been drinking. I'm sorry guys, I've been drinking. But hey, I'm making progress. I'm drinking every other night now, okay? I'm not drinking every night no more. So tomorrow night I'll take a rest. But I believe with, I believe, I know what, I agree with, alpha male strategies is that as long as the black women keep picking the Pookies and the Ray Rays, there will never be a father in the home, bro. I'm gonna say it again. So some of you motherfuckers don't get it. As long as the black women keep picking the Pookies and the Ray Rays, there will never be a father in the home. There will never be a black family, bro, together for long periods. Because I could have been a good father. Why? Black women didn't choose me, bro. And a lot of you black women, you come around my channel, you talking shit about me, but you didn't choose me to have babies with. You chose Pookie and Ray Ray. You feel what I'm saying? So when a black woman make a video about me, bitch, you bitches didn't have, you fucking bitches didn't choose me to have babies with. You chose the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Okay? You feel me? When I got out of jail, a lot of you black bitches was telling me, oh, hit me up on Tinder, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up, because you thought I was a bad boy, you know. And I went to jail for a gun charge. You feel what I'm saying? You know, maybe I might be half bad boy or something, you know. But you bitches didn't choose me to have babies with. You thought I was too goddamn square, you feel me? You know, I was too goddamn square. You know, what's up with what's up with it, Captain Commander in the house? What's up with it, baby? I've been drinking a little bit. And now we chase the bag. Yeah, hell yeah. You know, them bitches wasn't choosing me, bro. They was out there choosing the Pookies and Ray Rays to have babies with. I think I ain't had no children, man. I'm not Pookie or Ray Ray enough. Let me tell you, if I was a Pookie or a Ray Ray, bro, you feel me? I would have been had children. You feel me? I would have been had children. I would have been had children a long time ago if I was a Pookie. Like I said, when I got out of jail, nigga, you feel me? When I got out of jail, I had black women in my DMs, bro, talking about hit me up. Oh, you turn me on so goddamn much. Cause I was in jail with some hitters, bro. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I was in there with some hitters. I was in there with some killers. Some real killers. For real. Bro, I had to act hard when I was in jail, bro. You feel me? I had to work out every single day and act hard. But I wasn't scared because them niggas, they came from the same place I came from, the ghetto and shit. So I'm used to seeing that shit, bro. When I saw the Pookies and Ray Rays in jail, you know, at first I was like, oh shit, I'm in here with the Pookies and Ray Rays. But I realized that a lot of niggas is cool, man. A lot of Pookies and Ray Rays is cool, man. You know, when you get to know these niggas, man, in jail, bro, they cool. You feel me? You know. But nigga, I was in jail with some real killers, some real hitters. And when I got out of jail, what happened? Black women kicked in the door, nigga. You feel me? And black women kicked in the door like, oh, hit me up on Instagram. Baby, I love you. I had black women kicking in the door, bro. You feel me? Cause they was like, this nigga is a hard nigga. Well, you know, yes, I am hard if you walking around with a gun on you, bro. I got caught with my pistol on me, okay? That was my charge. And I ain't robbed nobody, I ain't killed nobody with it, man. But I was walking around with it because I felt like I was safer with my gun. And when I got in jail, the hitter that I was like sharing a bunk with, right? Cause this nigga was in jail for murders, robberies, and shit like that. You know, and I don't want to hear it. I was like, bro, don't tell me the rest. Cause I asked my bunkmate, I was like, bro, what you really in here for? He was like, murders, robberies, carjackings. I was like, don't tell me the rest. I'm like, I already know, nigga. And I shared my stash with that nigga, man, because he was cool, man. That nigga, let me tell you something. The nigga in jail, bro, that nigga cooked up a real meal in jail without even being a chef, bro. I mean, bro, this nigga, for real though, I let that nigga have the rest of my my stash and shit, man. You know, because when I was in jail, he really cooked me up some real shit, man. That was real good. That was better than the kitchen. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But he was a carjacker, a murderer, and everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn. But you know what, bro? When I told that nigga where I was from, let me tell you something real quick, nigga. When I told that nigga where I was from, Oakland, West Side, he was like, oh, them West Side niggas, they some real killers. Hey, that nigga started cooking for me and shit, you know. And of course, I had to pay him back. You know, I gave him some top ramen and shit, you know. Some Snicker bars. That shit is hard to come by in jail, man. Snicker bars, top ramen, mustard. You know, you feel me? That shit is hard to come by in jail, man. When I got out of jail, bro, I went straight to like, you feel me? I went straight to like Subway to get some mustard because for 2 weeks I couldn't get mustard. In the jail, you can get like mayonnaise and stuff like that, man. That's easy to come by. But mustard, That's a commodity in jail, man. Mustard is something that you can't really get your hands on like that. You feel what I'm saying? But when I was in jail, I'm gonna straight up tell you niggas straight up, bro. When I was in jail, I had black women just kicking in the doors. Oh, baby, are you okay? Are you all right? You know, black women love some Pookies and Ray Rays, bro. Because the reason why they love Pookies and Ray Rays because you got the guts to rebel against the system. A lot of like niggas who are square, they don't want to break the law and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me, I'll break the law, period. Because I feel like my life is on the line. Matter of fact, I could go buy me a gun now because the judge told me that I couldn't have no guns for a year. The last time I was locked up for like a couple of goddamn weeks, that was this month. So yeah, I could go buy me a gun now, man. I'm gonna go straight to the gun store, man, and buy me a gun when I get a chance. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm gonna go straight to the gun store right now because this is the month I was locked up in. And the judge was telling me no guns or ammo for like a year. And this is the month where they let me go. I think they let me go in 2000 last year, 2004. You know, September 27th is when they released me from jail. So I could buy me a gun at the end of the month, man. You know what I'm saying? And I am. I'm going to buy me a gun at the end of the month. Because I feel like a gun, man, can save your life, man. What's up with it, Scott? What's up with it, baby? Grandpapa Tyrone, how are you today? Jail for what? This dude came in here and said, Grandpapa Tyrone. Woo, man, you funny as hell, bro. I'm sorry, that shit is funny as hell. You're like, Grandpapa Tyrone. Hey, you funny as hell, bro. For real, man. A lot of black women, not just black women, all kinds of women, they love the Pookies and Ray Rays, man. It's the reason why they love the Pookies and Ray Rays. I'm gonna tell you real quick. It's because of the Pookies and Ray Rays. They rebel. You know, they rebelled against the system, and that turns a lot of women on. When I got into a fight, let me tell you something real quick. You know, when I got into a fight a while back, you feel me? When me and this dude, we was arguing because he was talking that bullshit, and he destroyed my Pro Tools disc. That's the nigga that fucked my Pro Tools shit up, man. I paid $500 for that Pro Tools disc, man. That's what I use to upload Pro Tools and shit to make the music, right? And he fucked my shit up. So I fired on his ass, right? I hit that motherfucker with a left. And then a right. And I busted his motherfucking goddamn, I busted his lip and his nose. He went to go tell his mama, okay? And his mama called the cops on me, you know? And then, in the process, I was moving my shit from his spot, you know, and I didn't get a chance to get my my Pro Tools disc because, shit, that should have been the first thing I grabbed. You feel me? You know, I hit that motherfucker hard, man. You feel me? And then I was getting my shit out of his room, and I heard like the police radios downstairs on my, I think it was my second trip going to get my Pro Tools disc out of his room, and I heard the police radios. So I jumped on the fire escape, and I escaped from that fucking place, right? And after that, I went to my girlfriend's house and got some pussy. you know. And I told her what happened. I said, that motherfucker, you feel me? Get off me, fucking bug. That motherfucker, he fucked up my Pro 2 discs. I know he did it. To this day, bro, that nigga owed me he owed me $500 because that Pro 2 disc was very expensive. I paid that shit with my own money. And I must have hit that nigga hard, bro. And his mama called the cops, bro. And I went to my girlfriend's house and I told her what happened. And she was so turned on about that. And she gave me some motherfucking pussy, bro. You know, just because I hit a nigga in his face and I hit a nigga in his fucking goddamn nose, man. But he asked for it, like, bruh. I was asking your motherfucking monkey ass, can I use your phone so I can call my bitch? Because right now I don't have a place to stay right now. I need to get to the bitch house. He was like, no. I was like, okay, just let me use it for a little bit, bro, please. He was like, okay. So he let me use the phone for a little bit. And I'm talking to my bitch on the other line, bro. You feel me? The bitch I was in a relationship for like 12 years with. I was on the line. She was trying to tell me where she lived. And all of a sudden, this nigga kicked in the door and said, man, I need that phone right now, bro. I need that phone. I said, okay, bro, just give me about 5 minutes. I'll give you the phone back. Nah, I need the phone right now. I need the phone right now. I said, hey, bro, let me use the phone right now, bro. I need to use it for like 5 minutes. Because I was trying to get her, I guess I'm trying to convince her to let me come over. And then he said, and after about a couple of minutes more, you feel me? This motherfucker had picked up a cup and he threw it at me. And I said, you motherfucker. And I gave him a 1-2 punch. I said, I hit that nigga in his nose, and then I hit that nigga in his motherfucking goddamn lip. You feel me? Hit that nigga in his nose, and I hit him in his lip. You know. And then he went downstairs, and he told his mama on me. And his mama called the cops. Next thing you know, I'm on what they call it, the fire escape. Because I hear cops downstairs, man. I couldn't go back downstairs to get my Pro 2 disc. That was an expensive Pro 2 disc, by the way. It cost $500. That's what I used to record my artists with, man. You see, the haters, man, they fuck up everything. That's why you shouldn't associate with motherfuckers if they don't have nothing to do with your dream. They shouldn't be your friend. They should be nothing, bro. Because that Pro 2 disc it cost $500, bro. Back in 2006, that was a lot of money that I put in that Pro 2 disc. That's what I did to upload, the artist that I was working with, the songs and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? I gave that nigga, I think I hit that nigga one time. I don't think I hit him twice. But I hit that nigga one time, busted his fucking goddamn nose, bro. He was bleeding all over the place. I said, nigga, don't you ever throw a cup at me. You feel me? It was a black dude. He was taller than me. But he was skinnier, but I was buffer. You know what I'm saying? He was skinny, I was buffer. But that ain't the only time he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped at the bar a couple of times. Fucking around. One time, he got his ass whooped. He had two, I guess the guy hit him with rings on. And he had two like white meat, like Wolverine slashes down his motherfucking goddamn face, bro. From his forehead to his face. And he came to my house and I was like, fuck. I'm like, bro, what happened to you? He was like, man, somebody fucked me up. And he's like, man, I try to talk to that nigga like a gentleman. And we went outside, man, and he gave me a 1-2 with the rings on. I guess he got hit with a motherfucker. He got hit from a motherfucker who had rings on. And the dude I don't know how many times he got hit, but he came to my room or my little small apartment, you feel me, with like about 6-inch dashes down his forehead. Uh, I mean, I think it was on his forehead because dude had a big forehead. His name was Naeem, right? That was his name. And he came to my fucking room with 2 dashes of, like, it was just this long, like this. It was like somebody hit that motherfucker with rings on. Like he bink bink, and then he came to my room like, man, I got fucked up, bro. I got fucked up because you was drinking, you was talking too much shit, bro. I see why you got your ass whooped, cause I whooped your ass. You feel me? You know. But I hit that motherfucker, man, because he threw a cup at me when I was trying to, like, talk to the girl on the phone. Like, be respectful, bro. You let me use the phone. I said I needed to use the phone for, like, at least 5 or 6 minutes, man. You know, I grabbed the phone and I started talking to my bitch, right? I started talking to her. I was trying to convince her to let me come over because I guess she was kind of hesitant or something. And I was trying to convince her. This motherfucker came up and said, I need the phone right now. I need the phone right now. I was like, bro, just give me about 5 more minutes. Please let me use the phone. You're supposed to be my homeboy. You're supposed to be my friend. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be my friend to the end. You feel me? And then the motherfucker got hostile. He threw a cup at me. I don't know why he did that, man. But that made me very mad, and I hit that motherfucker hard. Boom. Don't you ever throw a cup at me. Boy, he didn't take that lightly. He went downstairs. He told his mom. His mama said, oh, somebody hit my baby. For real. For real. You know, and she was like, somebody hit my baby. I'm calling the cops. That bitch called the cops on me, and I heard, like I said, man, I was in a transition to get this, because I had my shit in his room. I had all my studio equipment in this room, bro, and I didn't get a chance, you feel me, to get to the $500 disc that I paid for, which is Pro Tools, to record the artists, the rappers and singers and shit, right? That was a $500 disc, bro. That was a lot of money. If I saw him today, I definitely would hit him again because that cost me a lot of money. Like, for real, I would walk up to him and be like, bro, what happened to that Pro Dude? What happened to that Pro Dude? Oh, shit, I can't even talk. I'm drinking. What happened to that Pro Tools disc that I fucking paid $500 for? Son of a bitch. You owe me $500 because that shit disappeared, bro. Give me my $500. If he wouldn't give me like $500 right away, I would beat that nigga again. I would hit him again, like hit him in the jaw again. If I saw that nigga Naeem today, if I saw him today, bro, because he took my $500 Pro Tools disc that I worked so hard for, I would hit him again, and then like. The only time I wouldn't hit him if he fucking gave it back to me. Like if he gave me $500, okay, fine. You don't owe me no more, nigga. But you son of a bitch. You let the 5-0 come up in your house. And then, you feel me? You let 5-0 come around and you took my Pro Tools disc. My $500 Pro Tools disc that I paid for, that I was working on my dream for. Motherfucker, I will beat your ass again. I hit that motherfucker so hard, I'm glad I did. Like, bro, you stole my fucking Pro Tools disc that I paid $500 for. You guys remember that the Pro Tools Inbox back in 2005 and 6. Go back and look for it. What's up with it, man? What's up with it? Where my food at?
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. For sure, man. Usually they give me some food out of that. That some sushi is good, man. You feel me? That sushi is good. You know. Usually they come around. They give me some sushi from that top tier restaurant over there, man. But what we talking about? Okay, we talking about loneliness. I'm talking about my stories of my life, man. But this is what led up to the loneliness, man. The haters, the pussy beggars, and the simps, man. You know. You feel me? You know. He probably pawned off. They probably pawned that off the next day. I'm pretty sure he did, bro. That was a lot of money. That Pro 2 disc was it was worth over $500. It was called the Pro 2 Inbox. That was my dream, to become a music producer. The crab in the barrel is real, man. That's why you gotta stay away from people, man. Like, man, I got a dream. I'm staying away from you, bro. You know, the thing is, I put all of my stuff in his room because I got my shit taken out of my room real quick. You feel me? And I got my shit taken away, man. Let's go get some shit. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be putting water in my jug, man. I ain't supposed to be. How much money I got left? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna put some water in this jug. Sorry guys, I can't go in and buy water right now. I gotta put water inside the jug. We're gonna go over here to this fountain and put water inside the jug, you feel me? But like I said, man, you got to get away from people who want to destroy your dream. You know what I'm saying? And you know, success. It's like, you know, it's that crab in the barrel mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, man, let's go back to what I was saying about the Pookies and Ray Rays with black women. You know, black women love some Pookies and Ray Rays. You feel me? And like I said, when I came out of jail, black women was all in my DMs telling me to come over. And like I said, man, when that was my main point, man. I'm drunk. I've been drinking. My main point was when I knocked that motherfucker out, all of a sudden my ex-girlfriend, she wanted me to come over. And she was like, "What? You did what? Come over right now." And I got sex like no other, bro. After I knocked that nigga out for taking my Pro 2 disc that I paid so much money for, my girlfriend, she gave me some sex. Man, bro, I must have went out over there, bro. And she was Filipina, man. Not just black women like bad boys, but there's all kinds of women like bad boys, okay? I think I'm halfway through. I think I'm half bad boy, half good guy. You feel me? Because I do break the law. I do carry guns and shit on me. You feel me? So, I must have had knocked his motherfucking ass out, hit that motherfucker, made him bleed. I went over her house, and when I got over there, bro, she was in lingerie. I swear, bro, I'm keeping that shit a buck. You feel me? My Filipino girl was in lingerie. Bruh, I must have had kicked in the door, man, and I started tearing that pussy up upstairs, bruh. I got her upstairs. Bruh, she had candles everywhere. Because I was on the phone and I told her that I had knocked his ass out because he had my Pro 2 disc, man. I don't know what he did with it. I knew he threw it away or he damaged it somehow because I didn't. No, the main reason why I hit him, man, because he threw a cup at me, bro. You don't disrespect me, man. I was 26 years old, bro. I was very young, you know. and he threw a cup at me while I was on the phone because I guess he wanted that phone like right away. And I said, motherfucker, don't you throw a cup at me. Whop up. Waffle with syrup. Waffle. Hit that motherfucker hard, bro. Because don't you ever throw a cup at me, bro. I never would forget that, bro. Don't throw a cup at a man when he talking on the phone to his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw a cup at me, bro. I hit that motherfucker, bro. And then he left, and then his mama jumped in the picture and was like, oh, somebody hit my baby. I'm calling the cops. She called the cops, bro. And at the time, I was trying to get all my shit out of his room, man. And I didn't get all of my shit, including my Pro 2 disc that I use for like music and the rappers and the singers and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a Pro 2 disc that cost a lot of money. That was like $500, bro. That's how much I paid for that Pro 2 disc. You open it up and you upload it on your computer, and that'll allow you to record songs and shit. You can't record songs without the Pro 2 disc. You feel me? You know. So I hit that motherfucker. And my girlfriend heard the commotion, man. Guess what? When I got to her house, you know, the panties was off, okay? The panties. I'm gonna laugh at the light real quick. I need to laugh in the light. Okay, that's better. Bruh, when I got to her house, you feel me? You know, the panties was off. The panties, she had lingerie on, bro, with the boobs sticking out and stuff when she opened the door. After I knocked his monkey ass out. And I got in there and I started tearing ass up. I was hitting from the back with no condom on, busting nuts inside of her. Of course, she had that, you know, that thing on. You know what I'm saying? She had the birth control, a diaphragm in her coochie. You feel what I'm saying? So I was able to like have sex with her without any babies popping out. But she was so turned on by me knocking his ass out, man. When I got to the place, man, she fucking like, she let me have it. When she opened the door, bro, she had all the lingerie on, and I was tearing that ass up. You feel what I'm saying? I must have had came in. I said, get upstairs right now. We ran upstairs. She ran upstairs, man. You know what I'm saying? Had the pussy wide open for me. Wide open, nigga. Wide open. The Earl shine. Like the nerd professor. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Hey, that shit was on the real, bro. That's why I say a lot of these females that be into the Pookies and Ray Rays. You feel what I'm saying? Being an outlaw, it turns them on for some reason. It gets their pussy dripping wet. Like I said, when I got out of jail, there was tons of black women trying to contact me. You feel me? I guess I'm half Pookie and Ray Ray. I'm not a full Pookie and Ray Ray. I ain't killed nobody, but I do break laws and I do carry guns when I need to. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I got caught up last time. My last fucking goddamn the reason why I went to jail. You feel me? It's because it was because of fucking goddamn. I can't even drink. I can't even talk right now. It was because of a goddamn gun charge. I got caught with a gun charge, and they slapped me on the wrist. They threw me in jail for like 2 weeks. You feel me? I didn't get probation or nothing like that because I don't have a criminal record. You feel what I'm saying? So they can't say, "Oh, he's a menace to society. He did a lot of jobs. I mean, he did a lot of he broke a lot of laws." Hey, we scared to let him back on the streets. They couldn't say that about me, bro. Like the last time I was arrested was in 2002. And my mother tried to put me in jail. That's the reason why I was arrested last time in 2002. My own flesh and blood mother tried to put me in jail. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, I had to laugh. I had to go get over here and laugh in the light real quick. um, you feel me? Like, you know, you know. But that was the last time I was in jail. So, you know, the motherfuckers in the jail cell, they said, okay, that's his gun. It was in his name. The last time he was in jail was 2000 and goddamn 2, right after September 11. You feel what I'm saying? Because 2001, that was 2000. Yeah. 2001 was September 11. You know what I'm saying? So 2002, that was the last time I was in jail. So the motherfuckers, the jury or whatever, or the DA or whatever, they can't say, oh, Kelcat is a menace to society. We can't let him back on the streets. When they look at it, they're like, oh, the last time he was in jail was 2002, and it was for, like, you know, maybe his mother and trying to put him in jail or whatever, and that shit went through. I had to go to jail for like, I had to go to court for like 6 months, not 6 weeks, 6 months, and then they dropped the charges because my mother and my sisters, my half sisters, tried to put me in jail. Okay, they came out of jail. They came out of nowhere because they didn't like my father. They didn't like who my father was. So they didn't like me, so they tried to put me in jail for no apparent reason, bro. That arrest is still on my record, bro, from 2002. You feel me? You feel me? But I know it's all design. It's all about. It's all design. What's up with it, Scott, baby? You know, the Pookies, the Ray Rays and Pookies. That's who black women like the most, bro. You feel me? Like I said, when I came out of jail, man, I had black women just hot, ready for me, man. But they was too far away for me to hit it, man. Cause if they was in my area, you feel me? I would have got with it. You feel me? You know, what's up, B2B? You know. I'm a felon in Nebraska. When I turned 17, can't own a gun, but I got one. Yeah, you gotta have one. It don't matter what the law say, bro. Like, what's worse? Let me tell you something. You feel me? This is how I go. This the life that I live. Being caught with it is not worse than being caught without it. You feel what I'm saying? Being caught without it, that's like a dirt nap that you can't work off, that you can't work shit. When I'm been drinking this shit. Being caught without it, you know, is a dirt nap that you can't wake up from. Being caught with it, that's just jail time, baby. Maybe like a year or two. You feel what I'm saying? You can survive that. You feel what I'm saying? Being caught without it, you a dead man. That's the code that you gotta live by. It's either you gonna get caught with it or get caught without it. Being caught without it is worse than being caught with it. Being caught with it. My bad. I've been drinking. Sorry. You feel me? Being caught with it. It ain't worse than being caught without it. Because if you get caught without it, you a dead man. You are a fucking dead man. You feel me? They're going to put you in the grave forever. Ain't no coming back from a dirt nap. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back from a dirt nap. I'm going to say it again. There's no coming back from a dirt nap. There is such thing as coming back from being in jail. Okay? There is such thing, you know, as you know, coming back, you know, you feel me? I don't know. Should I wash my feet? I normally wash my feet off, man, right now. Nah, I shouldn't wash my feet right now. I'll wash it tomorrow. Every other night, I wash my feet off. Cause you can't always. Sometimes you gotta wash your feet at least every other night, man. But we good. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So when I got caught with my gun, I had black women hollering at me on this channel, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But they were far away though. They were like in I forgot where she was from. There was a black woman that was trying to holler at me. She wasn't in the state though. She was like in another state somewhere, and I can't like see her, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in another state. You feel what I'm saying? But I sure would have seen her though. You know what I'm saying? If she was somewhere nearby, if she was somewhere in California, man, I probably would have took a bus and went out there and see her. You know what I'm saying? You know. But all the females, all the black females that were trying to holler at me, they was from different states and shit. You feel what I'm saying? But that let me know that, a lot of these women, not just black women, but all kinds of women, they love the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the bad boys, man. Because it's a thrill, bro. When you living in the fast lane, they want to live in the fast lane too. Remember Tupac when he was saying, remember his words, bro. He was like, how do you want it? How does it feel? Coming up as a nigga in the cash game, living in the fast lane, I'm for real. How do you want it? I love the way you activate your hips and push your ass out. Got a nigga wanting this so bad, I want to pass out. Wanna dig you, and I can't even lie about it, baby. This alleviate the clothes. I'm a fly about it. Catch you at the club. Oh shit, you got me feeling. Body comprehend. I can't fucking remember the words, but I can comprehend the meaning. I remember that part though. Park body talking shit to me, but I can't comprehend the meaning. But if you wanna roll with me, hit the chance, baby. Catch me on the freeway. Catch me if you can. Forget me, I'm a rider. Still, I'm the Superman. All I want some money for the fame. I'm a Superman. This the international player with the passport. Just like a last wish, cause you really think you asked for it. Either him or me. The champagne, Hennessy. Woman with Hennessy when we floss on our enemies. Witness I would creep to a low street with no hoes be. Pump some OG funk you don't need. And I've been driven by attraction in all way. But I've been driven by attraction in all way. Your body's bang, baby. I love the way you're flowing. Trying to give me today. Now she could tell me how you want it. How do you want it? How does it feel? Coming up as a nigga in the cash game, living in the fast lane. I'm for real. That was, that's how it was, bro. Like, it's exciting. The bad boy is exciting to them, man. Nigga living in the fast lane. He got money. He got cars. He got jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's exciting to a lot of females, bro. Especially the youngsters. The youngsters see you living in the fast lane. Oh, they want to get in that shit, bro. It's fun to play Russian roulette. To a lot of like young females, it's you playing Russian roulette. Oh, that's fun. You feel me? That's the reason why they love the bad boys, man. I got a taste of it, bro. Come on, bro. When I got out of jail, I had black women everywhere kicking in the door. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking to me now. They disappeared. I don't know where they went. But when I got out of jail, bro, I had bitches in my DMs. Oh, where you at, daddy? Where you been? Oh. Where you been, daddy? Hit me with a female. There's a female. She wanted me to hit up on her Instagram. She, for real, I ain't gonna lie, bro. She was telling me, hit me up on my Instagram. When I got out of jail, bro, I had black women talking about, hit me up on my Instagram right now. Remember, I made that video fresh out of jail. Remember that video? And then all of a sudden, black women was kicking in the door. Poof. Where that nigga at? You feel me? Cal been drinking, man. I didn't drink too much, but hey, you know what? I slowed down on my drinking. I'm drinking every other night now. I'm not drinking every night no more. So this is the fucking goddamn, uh, you know, shit. Yeah, I had black women kicking in the door, nigga. You feel me? I still love black women, man. I ain't never turned my nose up at black women, bro. I love me some black women, bro. You feel me? Even though my mother and my father were assholes, they didn't really treat me right. You know what I'm saying? I still love black women, man. Oh, well, that's why I watch Pop the Balloon, nigga. I be saying something, them black women, ooh. Man, it turns me on, man. Like some of them black women on Pop the Balloon, that shit gets my dick hard, nigga. Oh, some of them women on Pop the Balloon, I'll be like, it's a reminder on. When I watch Pop the Balloon, it's a reminder on how beautiful our black women are. You know what I'm saying? How beautiful our black women is. When I see Pop the Balloon, I'm like, damn, a lot of them black, beautiful sisters on there, man. Man, I would love to have babies with them, man. Like some of them women don't Pop the Balloon, you feel me? That's why I watch it, because I like to see black, beautiful women, man. I never, when I was younger, I used to be against black women, man. But I got older, I started realizing, like, hey, black women is the only way that I could procreate with a, and shit, and have a baby that looked just like me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not really against black women. I still love black women, man. Even though I had bad experiences with my mother and my father. I hated my mother and my father. I hated those motherfuckers, bro. But it didn't really, it didn't steer me away from black women, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still love me some black women, bro. I'm not out here dissing black women. I never make videos about. I think when I was younger, I made videos dissing black women. But nowadays, man, I'm a little older now. I don't diss black women, man. You feel what I'm saying? I like all kinds of women, man. Black women, Hispanic women, Asian women, white women, all kinds of fucking goddamn women, bro. It don't matter the color, man. It's all about their soul and the person who they are on the inside, man. If they evil, I can't fuck with them, man. For real. It don't matter if they black or white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian. It don't matter if they a evil bitch. I can't fuck with them. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I guess I'm a half Pookie and Ray Ray, as they call me. I got my 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the Pookies and Ray Rays. And I gotta go buy me a gun soon. Shit, the judge told me, you feel me? Okay, last time I was in court, that was September of last year. So yeah, I'm able to go buy a gun now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to go buy a gun. I gotta buy another gun, man, because the gun is what keeps you safe. And in the last resort, you feel what I'm saying? The last resort, you use the gun when your life is on the line. I gotta have that. I gotta go back to the gun store and buy me another gun. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it? Exactly. What's up with the B2B? All races of women are beautiful. Hell yeah, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I never discriminate on any woman, bro. I slept with all kinds of women coming up, bro. You feel me? I slept with all types of women. Hispanic, Asian women, half black, half white women. Gwen was half black, half white. I couldn't get enough of her, man. Gwen was half black, half white. You feel me? She was half black, half white. And the Chad Rome she was dealing with, he was half black, half white too. And he was taller than me. I remember. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was a fucking short frosty mini wheat. You know, and the nigga was tall, so I guess, you know. But a lot of these women, if you short and handsome, if you under 6 feet tall, you know, 5'9" and handsome, they'll let you hit it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe what these bitches are saying, bro. Talking about they want a 6 foot motherfucker. Shit. If you handsome, you know, these 6 foot motherfuckers will disappear out of nowhere. You feel me? These 6 foot motherfuckers will disappear. Like, what happened to the 6 foot motherfucker? You screaming my name right now. You let me hit it from the back. You let me hit it from the back, and you let me eat it from the back. Like Joey Finglish. Eat that motherfucking shit from the back. Eat it from the back. You know that? You feel me? So yeah, I guess the thrill of the bad boy is what a lot of these women desire. Is like you break rules and you make rules on your own. You don't follow the law's rules. That's a turn on for a lot of women. Is that you packing guns and stuff and you selling drugs and you got money in your pocket, bro. That's a thrill for a lot of women. That's exciting for a lot of women. You feel what I'm saying? Is that you out there selling drugs and you got money in your pocket and you against the law. You feel what I'm saying? You creating your own rules in life. You know what I'm saying? That's a turn on. Especially when you get arrested. Oh man, that's a turn on for a lot of females, bro. You getting arrested by cops and they searching your fucking bag, they searching your body for drugs and guns. That's a turn on, bro. And then you in jail for about 3 or 4 months, bro. 5 months, 6 months. Guaranteed, bro, the females will be waiting for you when you get out of jail. When I was around the jailhouse, bro, I saw women who were 6s and 7s around the jailhouse, hugged up and booed up with Pookies and Ray Rays outside the jailhouse, bro. Talking about, I can't. I can't believe that you're out now. I was like, ain't that a bitch? All these Pookies and Ray Rays outside the jailhouse, bro. That's the way it is, bro. Bro, for real. When I was out there trying to get my court date and shit like that, bro. You feel me? You know, I saw Pookies and Ray Rays and girls who were 6s and 7s outside the courthouse, all booed up. I can't believe you're out now. I've waited 6 months for you. I waited a year for you. I can't believe you're out. That's what it was, bro, outside the fucking goddamn the fucking goddamn jailhouse, bro. I was like, ain't this a bitch? I'm at the Pookies and Ray Ray's fucking jail cell by myself. You feel me? I ain't got a bitch that I'm hugged up with. I ain't got a bitch coming around to see me when I get out of jail. When I got out of jail, nigga, nobody was waiting for me, bro, but my sister, bro. You feel me? That's a cold world, bro. To get out of jail, only your sister was waiting for your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to my sister's house, man. I went over there with a bottle of Hennessy, like, bitch, I'm out. For real, I went to my sister's house, man. I was like, I'm out. I got a bottle of Hennessy. Everybody about to get fucked up in this motherfucker. Nigga, I had like a $30 bottle of Hennessy, nigga, when I went to my sister's house when I got out of jail. You feel me? When I got out of jail, I had a bottle of it was a $30 bottle of Hennessy, huge, big. You know what I'm saying? B2B, what's up with it? Everybody in my neighborhood is on meth. I just drink and smoke. Selling drugs is not the answer. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to sell no drugs, man. Fuck all that drug shit, man. You'll get some serious time. Look, man, when I was in jail, bro, let me tell you something. There was this motherfucker in there. You know, it was this white guy. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. They put me in the cell where he was at, bro. He was a drug dealer. Okay? I don't know if he was a killer, but he was a drug dealer. Okay? I'm gonna say it again. He was a drug dealer. And he must have had been talking to his lawyer right in front of me, man, in that little tiny jail cell, a little tiny pod that they put us in, bro, together. And he was in protective custody. I don't know why they put us together. I don't know why they put the protective custody with motherfuckers that was, you feel me, like me. I guess I'm harmless. I'm not a guy. I'm in for a misdemeanor. That was my charge, was a misdemeanor. So I guess they thought it was safe to put me in there with that drug dealer. But he must have had, was talking to his lawyer right in front of me, man. And his lawyer said 10 years. He was like, 10 years? That's my life. That's my life. And he was like, look, you're looking at 10 years right now. You're doing this and you're doing that, you feel me? I mean, he didn't say you feel me, but but he was a white guy, and but you know, he was talking to the guy that was in who I was in there. He was a white guy. He was a drug dealer, and he was a meth. He was selling meth and shit. He was one of them dudes who's pumping drugs into the community. They wanted to give him 10 years, and they gave him 10 years, bro. They gave it right in front of me. And when I heard 10 years, nigga, I must have had looked up, and I saw, holy motherfucker. And I had to calm him down because he was very, you feel me? He was like, 10 years, that's my life. I said, bro, calm down, brother. You'll do half of that. That's what I told him. I swear, bro. When I was in there, bro, when I was in the jail, I told that nigga, I said, you'll do half of that. Don't worry about it. 10 years, you'll be out in 5, okay? Okay, as long as you got good behavior in that motherfucker, you feel me? You know, you'll do half of that. You know, because I try to calm him down, man. Because I was like, goddamn, this motherfucker gonna be here for 10 years. And I calmed him down because he was very upset about him getting 10 years in prison. No, he wasn't going to jail. He was 10 years in prison. He was a drug dealer, okay? And I told him, I said, don't worry, bro. You'll do half of that, you'll get out. Don't worry. Trust me, bro. Trust me. As long as it's not a life sentence, that's the worst thing. That's what I told him. I said, brother, you lucky you got 5 years, because that's what they're going to give you. 10 years, okay, but you'll do half of that with good behavior. With good behavior, you'll do half of that, and you'll be out before no time. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't let it freak you out. Now, if it's a life sentence, I can see you getting crazy. But, bro, you got 5 years. Okay, fine. Let that shit ride, bro. You know what I'm saying? I guess he took my advice and shit. He calmed down. But the 10 years or even 5 years in prison, jail is a lot of y'all, man. You know, my state is hard on dealers. Yeah, because they don't want, like, the drugs coming into the community, man. You feel me? You know, they don't want drugs coming into the community. They don't want, get off me, fucking goddamn fucking mosquitoes trying to bite me at night. Bro, it's really hot right now, so the mosquitoes are like fucking attacking you and shit. They want blood. The mosquitoes are out for blood right now. They'll bite your ass, you feel me what I'm saying? But like I said, man, for some reason, man, these women, they get turned on by the Pookies and Ray Rays, man. I don't know. I had black women just all in my DMs, just trying to contact me when I got out of jail, man. You know, no, it just a fucking turn on. You know, it get their pussy wet to know that you've been in jail, man. You know, and that shit was just only a misdemeanor charge. I got caught with a gun on me, man. And I don't even have a record or nothing. I got caught with my gun on me. All of a sudden, I got black women trying to contact me. And the female, don't get me wrong, the female that did try to contact me, bro, I looked at her, but she was far away. She was in another state. So I'm like, we can't be together. Now, if she was in my area, I would have, shit. I would have, you feel me? I would have went to go see her ass, man. If she was around here, maybe like 50 miles away, nigga, I would have hopped on Bart. You feel me? Nigga, I would have hopped on Bart just to go tear that ass up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I would have got on Bart and be like, bitch, what's up? I've been in jail. Let me tear that ass up. You feel me? Anyway, I'm gonna end this live, man. What time is it, bro? We got 71% on my battery. Okay, so we're gonna end this live. I'll make another video when I wake up tomorrow, man. I've been drinking. I'm not 100% drunk, but yeah, I'm buzzed right now at this point, man. You feel me? You know, like I said, I don't drink until I'm like passed out or blacking out. But sometimes it happens, man, where I drink until I black out. But that's very like rare. Like once every 2 or 3 months, I might drink until I black out or something like that. But right now, I'm good. What's up with it? If you don't have a record, why can you have a gun? It depends what you went to jail for. Like me, I didn't go to jail for like a violent crime. It was the fact that I got caught with my gun on me. That was in my name. You feel what I'm saying? It's called a non-violent crime. The judge said I couldn't have no guns or ammo for like a year. So it's not a serious crime to get caught with your own gun that you paid for, you know what I'm saying, on you. Especially you don't have a criminal record, so it's not like you're a criminal, you know what I'm saying, that killed somebody and, you know, they gotta let you back out on the street again. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. I don't have a criminal record, you feel what I'm saying? But the reason why I went to jail is because I had a gun that was in my name that was caught on me. I don't know why they even put me in jail. That was no cause to put me in jail. Yeah, because you're in Cali. Yeah, they got strict gun laws here. Yes, they do. But it wasn't a violent charge. It was more of a, you know, it was a slap on the wrist, basically. Don't carry guns on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would do it again. Like if I had a gun, you know what I'm saying? If it comes to my survival, and I need that gun, you know, oh shit, that's a nice car, man. Oh, he got a marble. Oh, that nigga crazy. He's sick. He got a marble cigarette sign on his car, bro. That nigga is ill, bro. That nigga is ill. Like I said, when it comes to my life, bro, I gotta carry a gun in case, you know, motherfuckers try to do something to me. Like the other day, this motherfucker, he was acting like he was trying to run me over. I was flying a sign right over here by the freeway, and this motherfucker acted like he was gonna run me over. He went to the side like he was gonna run me over. I said, motherfucker, that's shit I'm talking about, man. Because sometimes in life, there's crazy people out there trying to take your life. And being strapped, it increases your chances of survival. You feel what I'm saying? And harm people, that's not my intent. But my intent is to protect myself from motherfuckers who's trying to take my life from me, like the motherfucker who tried to run me over the other day, man, when I was flying the sign. Man, he didn't like try to run me over, but he acted like he was gonna run me over. Basically pulling over to the side like he was gonna run me over and shit. But then he moved to the main road and kept it moving and shit. That's the shit I'm talking about, bro. You only use a gun when there's an emergency, when your life is on the line. And to keep it a buck, bro, I had that gun for years, since 2012, when I first started doing armed security. And I kept it. And I only would pull it out only if my life was on the line. That's the only time I would pull my gun out. Only if that motherfucker got a gun, or if somebody's trying to run me over with their car or some shit like that, then I'll pull it out. Because when you're trying to run me over with your car, man, that's called brandishing, man. And I gotta pull my gun out and blast you, so you can't, you feel me? So you don't have to run me over. But it's better to get caught with it than get caught without it. That's my thing, bro. That's my thing. It's better, because all you're gonna do is do jail time for like a year or two. That's nothing, bro. A year or two in jail is nothing compared to a forever dirt nap that your enemies and everybody trying to put you up under. You're getting caught slipping without a gun, that's a dirt nap. Look what happened to Tupac. He got caught slipping without a gun and a vest, and now he can't wake up from that. You feel what I'm saying? If Tupac would have had a gun and a vest on him that night, he would have survived. Yeah, he would have went to jail, but he would have survived that gun. He would have survived that shit. Because most of the time, when they pulled up on Tupac, they shot him multiple times in the chest. If he would have had a vest and a gun on him, he would have survived those shots to the chest, and he would have been able to return fire at the car that shot at him. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to carry a gun. I don't care what the law says, bro. Fuck the law, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You saying, bro? Fuck the law. Fuck the law, nigga. Because when your life is on the line, bro, you can't listen to them. You can't listen to them. When you gotta carry a gun on you, bro. It's a matter of life and death. People try all day. They try to take your life from you, bro. All these rappers who got caught without a gun and a vest, they fucking dead right now. Big Von, Triple Estacion, Nipsey Hussle. They got caught without a gun and a vest, bro. And now where they at? They in the dirt, dead. They can't return from that. If Nipsey Hussle would at least had a vest on him, man, and a gun, he would have been able to return fire back, because he got shot where? He got shot multiple times in the chest. Nipsey Hussle got shot multiple times in the chest and then got shot in the head at close range. Okay? If Nipsey Hussle would have had a gun and a vest, he would have took those shots to the chest, and then he would have been able to pull the gun back out and return fire. He would have been able to return fire. Nipsey Hussle would have been still living. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of niggas don't understand. Like, you gotta live by that code, bro. And I'm gonna end this live before I end this motherfucker. I'm gonna end this live right now, and I'm gonna end it with this message, because I got caught. I went to jail for my gun charge, but I live by this. Man, what the fuck? My bad. It was buffering. What's up with it, Scott? Celebrities get a slap on the wrist when normal people get time. No, Normal people get slapped on the wrist. I'm normal, bro. I got a slap on the wrist, bro. You feel me? I'm normal. I got a slap on the wrist. I only did 2 weeks, bro. You feel me? I only did 2 weeks. The law was lenient toward me, bro. Like they gave me only 2 weeks in jail, bro. That's nothing. 2 weeks in jail is nothing, bro. But let me tell you, when I was in jail, bro, I was in there with some real killers, some real drug dealers, some real hitters. We talk about niggas with tattoos on their head and forehead on top of their head, the tattoos on their back and chest. We talking about some real hitters. I was in jail with some real. I'm talking about carjackers, thieves, murderers. That's who I was in jail with, bro. And I made friends with them niggas though. Them niggas was cool though. A lot of niggas was cool, bro. A lot of my bunkmate. You feel me? Let me step outside real quick. My bunkmate was a real hitter, a real killer, and I made friends with him. And I gave him the rest of my shit, man. My chips and my Snicker bars. That shit is very rare in jail, man. I guess he would trade it for drugs and stuff. I'm not on drugs and stuff, so I gave it to him, man, and he was happy, man. Like I think the last week I gave him the rest of my shit. Boy, he was high, man. He was up for like 2 or 3 days. I could tell he was on that shit because he was up. But this nigga didn't go to sleep for 2 or 3 days. I don't know what type of shit he was on, but I gave him some of my shit. You know what they call it, contraband or not contraband. That's illegal shit in jail. But I gave him. You feel me? Because I wasn't gonna be in jail for long, but I was in jail for only 2 weeks. Because it depends on what your record look like. Like if you a nigga that got a violent history, then yeah, they're gonna want to keep you in jail, bro. But they looked at my history, and I only been in jail once, 2000 and goddamn 2. That was the last time I've been in jail. That's like over 20 years ago. That's the last. You know what I'm saying? And they look at this guy. He ain't got a felony on his record. So they let me go, bro, because I don't have a felony. They gave me a misdemeanor charge. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't have no felonies throughout the years. So how am I a danger to society? How am I a menace to society? You feel what I'm saying? I'm not a danger. I don't have a felony. I don't have a record. I ain't killed nobody or nothing like that. So they had to let me go because I'm not dangerous. If I had like a felony where I shot somebody or something like that, they'd be like, oh, we can't let him out because he shot somebody. It's like Diddy. The reason why Diddy ain't getting out because he's violent. Diddy's a violent dude. So the people are like, okay, because he's violent, we're going to keep him in jail. You feel me? Because he's violent, we're going to keep him in jail. What's up with it? I haven't seen you in a long time. Since he's violent, we're going to keep him in jail. You feel me? So it depends what your track record is. If you a violent motherfucker, bro, they going to keep you up in there. But if you a nigga that ain't never been in jail before, really like that, maybe been in jail once back in 2002, which is over 20 years ago. They were like, okay, we can let this guy out, man. He just got a gun on him. He's homeless. He ain't been in no trouble like that, so we can let him go, man. Only a 2 weeks in jail. That's a slap on the wrist. 2 weeks in jail is a slap on the wrist. Matter of fact, nigga, I turned myself in. You guys remember that shit. You feel me? I turned myself in. I went to jail. I was like, let me get in jail because I'm homeless anyway. So it's like, It was good to have a bed in jail, nigga, and the access to showers. Nigga, I was getting 3 meals a day, you feel me? You know, that was I ain't saying that jail is good forever, but it's good to take a break off the streets and go to jail for only a few months where them motherfuckers, they take care of you up in there. We got dental, we got we got dental in jail, you feel me? We got medical. Okay, they take care of you in jail. They don't feed you a bunch of junk in jail. They feed you raw, healthy shit in jail, okay? Meaning that if you spent your whole entire life in jail, you would live to be at least 90 years old, bro. Because they feed you nothing but healthy shit in jail. You ain't got access to McDonald's. You ain't got access to junk food like that unless, you know, I forgot the name of it, man. Shit. I've been drinking shit. Unless you pay for it or you got money on your books or some shit like that. And I had money on my books because, you know, I put money on my books. My sister put money on my books. You know, I'm not a bad guy. You feel me? I ain't no bad boy like that, man. Them niggas know that I wasn't no bad motherfucker, man. When I went to jail, the guard saw my resume, man. He saw that I was a guard. I was a guard, you feel what I'm saying, for a long time. That's why I had the gun on me. I did armed security for a long time. And I came out into the courtroom, the guard was like, I can't believe this guy's still in jail. Get your ass out here. That's what he said to me. He said, what you doing still in jail, bro? You need to be free right now. You ain't got a record. You don't have a felony on your record, bro. You got a clean, squeaky clean record. And what you doing in jail? But bruh, I'm not a bad guy. So that's the reason why they let me go. They gave me a slap on the wrist, man, 2 weeks in jail. You feel me? You know. So they can't say, oh, he's a bad guy. Look at his record. He got a clean record. The judge wasn't mad at me, man. The judge wasn't mad at me. They didn't, you know, because sometimes when you doing bad things and stuff, the judge will be mad at you, and he'll throw his own personal comments in there, man. But when I came to the judge was like trying to speed it up and get it over with. He was like, this ain't nothing. So you won't be able to have no guns for about a year and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Okay, next case. That's how he was. The judge was like, this is nothing. This dude he don't even have a criminal record. He don't have a background. You know what I'm saying? This is a misdemeanor charge. This is nothing. Even one of the dudes that just got out of jail, my homeboy, I don't know where he came. I think he went back to jail. Oh, man, my homeboy, he went back to jail, man. I know he did. I forgot his name. His name was, I think his name was Cash. Cash. He went back to jail. And I told him the case that I was going through. And he was like, what? He was like, what? You got caught? You ain't got no record? With your gun? Your own gun? You got caught with your own gun? He said, man, that shit ain't nothing. He was like, oh, that ain't nothing. Now, if you got caught with somebody else's gun, you know what I'm saying, then it'd been, you know, a gun that's somebody else's and not your name, maybe like a stolen gun or something like that, then yeah, it'll be a case. But bro, that gun was in your name. So how the fuck you got charged for your own? That's even, you know what, bro? Even the female that I saw before I got released from jail, she asked me, she said, how the fuck did you get caught? How the fuck did you get charged for your own gun? And she was like, that's what I want to know. I said, I don't know. Maybe because I'm black. I don't know. He said, how did you get charged for your own gun? That's your gun. Even when they put me in jail, they was like, well, this is your gun, so it ain't that serious. But be here for the next 8 hours. And I was in jail for like 8 hours. And they put me in a jail with a motherfucker who tried to punk me. And I walked up on him. I said, don't fucking talk to me, bro, like that, man. he shut his ass up. There's some motherfuckers in there, man. He was trying to loke up and try to put fear in me. He was like, man, you got caught with a gun. You're gonna be in here for the next year or so, about a year. And then he starts talking shit to me, man. I said, what, nigga? Don't talk. He was like, okay. Like, man, when you in jail, you gotta loke up, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? You can't let people like punk you, man. Cause once they figure they could punk you, they're gonna punk you all the time. Once they see that you could fight, you feel me? Once they see you could fight and you speak up really quickly and you got that frown on your face, they're gonna leave you alone real quick, man. He left me alone, bro, because he was in there trying to put fear into me. He was like, yeah, you better stick with your own kind, bro. yeah, stick with your own kind. You know, they're gonna whoop your ass in the shower. They're gonna beat your ass in the shower. He was saying that shit trying to spook me and shit, bro. And I said, and I was sitting there and I was like balled in my fist because I was nervous and stuff. So I'm like, I got my fist together. You feel me? Like, you know how like when you're nervous, you grab your fist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm grabbing my fist. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "What you nervous for? What you nervous?" I got up. I said, "What the fuck you say to me?" He was like, "Okay." I had to check him, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause he act like I was prey or something. Like, nigga, I've been homeless for a long time. I ain't been scared of nothing, bro. I'll beat your fucking ass, bro. I ain't playing around. When you been on the streets, you ain't got no fear. Especially when you been by yourself and you been out here by yourself surviving. You ain't got no fear like that. I'm not a cupcake, nigga. I'll beat your ass. He was like, okay. I was like, yeah, you don't want to fuck with me up in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the guard, they was looking at us really closely, man. And he was acting like he was real cool with that, man. After a while, man, he cooled off like a motherfucking goddamn one of those teapots. You know, he cooled off like a teapot. You feel what I'm saying? You know, after a teapot been sitting for about 10 to 15 minutes, he cooled off. And his whole demeanor changed and everything. So when you in jail, you really gotta like loke up like a motherfucker, bro. And I ain't no motherfucking joke. And then when I was in jail, I started getting swole. So everybody didn't want to fuck with me, man. Shit, I was in there doing push-ups every single goddamn day when I woke up. You feel me? When everybody was sleeping, nigga, I got up around 6 a.m. doing push-ups and pull-ups, okay? And doing squats, okay? And sit-ups. You know, you feel what I'm saying? You know, nobody want to fuck with me, man. I started getting swole. Even the guards was like, man, you looking swole. You know, the the guards in the jail. Yeah, even them motherfuckers were giving me respect. You feel what I'm saying? They was giving me respect. Cause I was one of the only swole motherfuckers in there. Everybody else was fat and fat and fugly, man. Looked like aliens and shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because it's in my definition to be swole. You know, I start doing push-ups, and if I'm not drinking alcohol, best believe I'm gonna get swollen. You go to jail, man. You ain't got access to alcohol. You got access to carrots. Lunch meat and bread and chicken, you know, and rice and beans, and some of the food in there was good, but some of that shit was nasty, bro. Like some of the what they had the worst dish was the not the teriyaki. The teriyaki was good, man, up in jail. You feel what I'm saying? You know, but the what's the name of that goddamn dish? I can't think of it, man, but it was nasty as hell, bro. The curry. Oh yeah, that shit was nasty. Oh, I had to like throw that shit away, bro. I had my shit anyway, man. You know, I had my Slim Jims and my top ramen. You know what I'm saying? And the beef jerky, so I could make a spread and shit, man. Because it's all about that spread in jail, man. That spread is good as fuck, bro. My homeboy, the top guy, the jacker and the murderer, he made me a spread that was unbelievable. You feel me? Man. I was like, bro, where you get this motherfucking spread from? Where you learn this? Like, goddamn. He was like, man, I was in the pen for a long time, man. I learned how to make shit good. And plus, I paid him back with like top ramen and you know and Snickers and Milky Ways, because that shit is that's a commodity in jail, man. You can't just all of a sudden get that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's rare. You can only order that shit online. So when I left jail, I gave the rest of my funds and stuff to him, like $100 and something. That was a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? I bet he got high off that shit, man. I bet he got high. You feel me? That motherfucker got high off that shit, bro. You feel me? Because he was getting high every time I paid that nigga, though. I would see that nigga, man. He showed up. He was like, bruh, because I told him what happened to me. He was like, so you was with the gun, right? He was like, so you felt safer with it, right? I walked up, I'm like, what, bro? What are you saying? And then they walk away. He was like nothing. He was like the jacker and the robber. He was like, so, bro, you felt safer with it, right? I was like, because I told him I felt safer with my gun. That's the reason why I'm in. And I didn't have no reason to hide the reason why I was in, bro. It was a gun charge. So all the gangs in there, they was like, oh, that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a child molester, they would probably kill me up in there, bro. But since it's a gun charge, it's understandable for all gangsters in there, man. All the gangsters in there were like, oh, he's a gun charge. Oh, don't worry about it, man. We'll take care of you, bro. Bro, a lot of niggas, the Nathaniels, that was taking care of me. It was giving me love in that motherfucker, bro. You feel what I'm saying? All the gangsters in there was giving me love, bro. They wanted me to be part of the Nathaniel clique. I've been drinking, sorry, guys. You know what I'm saying? Cause they saw the guts in me. They saw the eye of the tiger in me. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga, he could carry. He got guts. He got guts to carry a gun. Oh man, he could do some other shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. Even the fucking goddamn the gang leaders took notice on me. This nigga waking up at 6 a.m. doing push-ups, all kinds of swole. We need him to be part of our gang. What's up, man? You know, you feel me? You know, we need Kelcat to be part of our gang. This nigga doing push-up in 6 a.m. every single morning before us. Man, we need that nigga, man. He's dedicated to those push-ups, man. He gonna be dedicated to us. You know. And I had, for real, it was giving me food even when I was hungry, man. Cause you know, mealtime, supper time was like like we would get fed like around 11 a.m. You feel me? You know, we would get fed like around 11 a.m. You know, and then the next meal would be around 7 p.m. You wouldn't eat if you didn't have nothing on your books. You feel me? You know, if you didn't have nothing on your books, you feel me? Like, if you didn't have nothing on your books, bro, you would like not eat from like 11 to like 7:30, more like it. You feel me? And I take that as fasting because you ain't eating nothing for like 7 or 8 hours. Oh, when you got to like dinner, man, you tearing shit up. You asking motherfuckers, do you want that? Do you want that? You eating carrots? You eating anything that you can put your hands on. Like if somebody threw some extra salami, you feel me? If somebody threw some extra salami on the table, you grab it. Like, oh, give me that. Hungry like a motherfucker. and didn't tell you would walk away full, man. Cause there's somebody, you feel me? There would be somebody who didn't want they sandwich or something, or their milk. Well, I rarely ever hear somebody like didn't want their milk. You feel me? What I'm saying? Uh, Somebody wouldn't want they bologna sandwich or something like that, or with the bread and stuff. So you get an extra bologna sandwich or something like that. They didn't serve you no what they call it no cheese, or no what they call it the you feel me, like they didn't want to serve you the salami sandwich. You didn't get no salami. Like, that's too good for you in jail, man. You feel me? Uh, you know, like you got only, hey, you got only the generic shit in jail, bro. Like, you got carrots. You got what they call it, you feel me? Like carrots, you know. What did they give you in jail? I've been drinking a little bit. Shit, man. How much time I got left? Oh shit, I got 33% on this fucking goddamn phone. But anyway, apples, of course you got apples, carrots. They treat you, and they it's like in jail they don't serve you that processed shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? If you lived your whole entire life in jail, you would live forever almost. You would probably live to be 90, because you don't have access to the processed shit. You don't have access to alcohol. You feel me? You know, you don't have access to none of the bullshit that we got access here. You feel what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I wish I was still in jail. You know what, bro? Like, I know that's weird to say, but they got a lot of benefits in jail. Um, Best believe it. You know, you know, like on the street, you ain't got no benefits or nothing like that, man. You can't really, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but in jail, man, they got doctors and stuff. If anything happened to you health wise, man, they got insurance, man. They can help you live longer in jail and shit, man. I'm not saying jail is good for like maybe like a lifetime, you know what I'm saying? But it's better than living on the streets homeless, you know what I'm saying? Because then you got three meals a day. Uh, the food comes to you, or you just go to that cafeteria and you eat it and shit like that. And then you ain't got no beef in jail. I didn't have no beef in jail, man. Motherfuckers was giving me love, man. It wasn't like, oh, let me kill this motherfucker because he's different. Nah, it wasn't like that. It was like, man, let me help you out. I see you starving. Let me give you some. Let me give you a cheese sandwich or something, a bologna sandwich, and you know what I'm saying. You know, let me help you out. You know what I'm saying. Motherfuckers in jail was cool, man. It was nobody. You know what I'm saying. It wasn't like there was a gang war in there. I mean, of course, they kept the Northaniels and the Serenos different. They fed them at different times and shit like that. Those are the only ones that you gotta really watch out for, is the Northaniels and the Serenos. They had to separate those two. Other than that, man, when they put me in jail, they said, "Do you have any problems with other races of people?" I said, "No. Put me in there with everybody. Put me in there with the general population." And I went in there. Everybody got along, man. Except a few people, man. They, a few people got in there. They got into a fight, and they start fighting their own gang members and shit. There's one guy, he got drunk. I don't know how they got, uh, I don't know how they got a hold of like alcohol in jail. You feel me? I don't know how they got a hold, because I didn't get no alcohol in jail. But these motherfuckers was, some of these Northaniels, they was fucking like drunk and shit, man. And they wanted to fight their own gang members and shit. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker drunk trying to fight another Northaniel. And then the guards came in, they grabbed his ass. The guy who was drunk, who was starting problems, they grabbed his ass, and he tried to kick one of the guards and shit. I was like, this nigga done got in here and got some more time. Bro, it was crazy. And then you see like the Northaniels doing fucking exercises and shit, bald head and shit, fucking tattoos all over the motherfucking goddamn place, you feel me? Man, these motherfuckers had tattoos galore. You feel me? I mean, bro, they had tattoos like on their forehead, on their neck, everywhere but their cheeks and stuff. But they had tattoos. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you doing okay?
Yeah, where the guy with the dreads at? The guy with the dreads. You was hanging out over here, remember?
Oh, he didn't have a dread. He had afro. I don't know.
He had an afro? Okay. Yeah. So like I said, man, fucking shit, man, bro. It's like fuck, bro. It's like, it was no problems up in there, bro. This is the Bay Area, man. It ain't like it's LA or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody get along out here, man. Ain't no turf war, ain't no gang war, no race war, nothing like that. Everybody get along, man. So but like I said, I had the Northaniels like giving me shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I even had the leader. Well, the leader, he didn't really want to look at me at first, man. He just kind of like sidestepped me every time I seen that nigga, man. But the leader, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga scared the shit out of me, bro. He was 5 foot, kinds of tattoos everywhere. He was the leader of the Northaniels, bro. Like for real, he was the one to tell you that you need to do extra laps around the building. For real, homie. But that nigga was scary, bro. He scared the shit out of me because his tattoos. And, best believe, man, you feel me? I'm going to end this live real quick. I'm going to end this live because I got like 61% left on this phone. And I got to keep some type of battery on my phone. You know what I'm saying? But the Northaniel leader, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga was scary as hell, bro. Bruh, he had tattoos everywhere, bro. Everywhere, bro. But he was nice, though. He was nice. He was a nice dude. It wasn't like, he was a dangerous, out of control motherfucker. But he was older, though. He was like in his 30s. So it's like you could tell he had some experience and he was mature and shit, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like one of them motherfuckers that was out of control or nothing. Nah, everything was organized, you know what I'm saying? They only come after you, man, if you was a Serrano, if you was a threat. That's the only time they will come after your ass and try to kill you. Other than that, if you ain't a threat, if you're not a gang member, they're not trying to fuck with you, man. As long as you peaceful with them, they peaceful with you, bro. I'm gonna take this fucking shirt off. This fucking is hot as hell. God, man, bro, it's hot here in the streets. Oh shit. Somebody left a Marlboro cigarette here, bro. Yeah, come on, really? This shit is empty. Fuck out of here, bro. Okay. I'm taking that shirt off, man, because that shit was hot as hell. Anyway, as long as you wasn't up in there. Let me get out of here, man. Come on. That shit is hot as hell, but okay, I'm back out here again. I'm back out of here. I can take that motherfucking shit off, bro. God damn, fucking hot as hell, bro. Oh. Anyway, as long as you wasn't in jail talking shit and trying to be all like big and tough, bro, then they're cool with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't start no shit, it won't be no shit. You feel? You know. Man, I can't believe how buff I am, man. Shit. Okay, I still buff. But yeah, that was a crazy time for me, man. And you know what? A lot of these guys are cool. You think about it, bro. Like a lot of these gangsters in jail, bro, they cool as fuck, bro. And you think that they scary and shit. Nah, bro, they cool as fuck. They cool as a fan, bro. They look after you in jail and shit. You feel me? You feel me? Like they cool as the wind in jail, bro. Like I thought the jacker guy that was above me, my bunkmate, I thought he was gonna be out of control and shit when I got in there. But he turned out to be a cool person because the motherfucker was cooking for me, man. I mean, no homo, man, but the motherfucker could fix a motherfucking mean spread, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he could cook a mean spread. I was like, man, this spread is good. What the fuck you put in this, bro? He was like, I put some egg, I put some coloring in that motherfucker, some rice, and some, I was like, bruh, this shit is off the hook. And all I had to give him was some Snickers and some chips, which is, which is very hard to fucking like come by in jail, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know what they call it? Can't think of the name. God damn it, man. I've been drinking. You know, celebrities. Okay, I read that already. What they call it? What collateral? What they call it? Damn, I can't. It's the name I can't think of right now because I've been drinking. Anyway, Snickers, mustard, chips, all that shit is very hard to come by in jail. You got to have money on your books to have that. If you ain't got money on your books, you assed out. Matter of fact, when I was leaving, for some reason, the whole entire jail knew that I was leaving. I had motherfuckers coming up to me like, bro, so you leaving, right? You gonna eat them chips that you got up under your shit? For real. I had to give some of my shit away, man. And then the guy, you know, my bunkmate, he didn't really like it that much that I gave a few bags of chips away. And he came up to me, he was like, what's up with that nigga, man? He already came up on a few bag of chips. What the? I said, bro, I had to give it to him. He looked like he was hungry, so I had to give it to him. He started laughing. But I gave him the rest of the chips. Matter of fact, I gave him all of my shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was leaving. I'm not, them niggas are gonna be in jail for the next like year or two. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm leaving. You feel me? You know. So I gave them the rest of my shit, man. What they call it in jail, man? I can't think of it, man. It's not contraband. That's the bad stuff that they got in jail. Contraband is bad stuff. You know. What I drink today, I drank some vodka. You feel me? It's very hot outside right now. That's why I got my shirt off. That's why I got the muscle. Got the muscles right now out. You feel me? You know. Cause it's fucking hot, bro. It was hot today. Right now, it's like 80 degrees outside right now. You feel me? Fucking hot, bro. It was hot the whole entire day. It was smoking hot. You feel me? Yeah, commodity. That's what it is. A commodity in jail, bro. Like mustard, Snickers, chips, even Top Ramen, bro. It's a commodity in jail, bro. A lot of motherfuckers, they make a spread out of that, bro. They make a spread out of anything, bro. And they get hard-boiled eggs in that motherfucker. I don't know how they do that, but the carjacker that I made friends with, that my bunkmate, he made the best spread. I mean, bro, he made the best spread in the motherfucking goddamn world. You feel me? he made the best spread in the world. I was like, nigga, how the fuck you, my God. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you make a spread this goddamn good? It was like egg and food coloring, rice, and what else he put in that motherfucker? Some Slim Jim, a Slim Jim in that motherfucker. You feel me? And I was like, this shit is good, bro. I'm like, this is better than the shit inside the that shit was better than the motherfucking shit in the lunchroom, bro. That shit was better than the motherfuckers in the kitchen, bro. And I'm sitting there eating that shit. I'm like, this shit is fucking good, bro. This shit is all kinds of good. You feel me? I'm like, bro, where the fuck you get this shit, bro? Okay, let's end this live, man. Cause right now we at 59%, and I gotta have some type of battery on my shit. It's time for me to go sleep anyway, man. It's 10:27. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm not even supposed to be on this live right now, man. I'm supposed to be asleep. You feel me? You know. Anyway, I'm talking about my life in jail and shit. I'm supposed to be talking about other things. You guys have a good night, man. I'm going to sleep. You guys have a good night. Peace out, take care, and bless. I am out. Did I put water in my jug? Okay, so we gotta put water in the jug because this shit is not. I think I don't have enough water in my jug. That's what's really going on. Okay. Yeah, we need more water in this jug, bro. Okay, so we're gonna go and put water in this jug real quick and fill it up because I only got like a quarter. Oh man, I only got like a quarter left in this jug. So we're gonna go over here and get water. Come on, man. There we go. We're gonna put water in this jug, man, because I need water. I can't deal with no water, man. Fuck, I gotta have some type of water. Anyway, like I said, man, we were supposed to be talking about Bad Boys, and we started talking about my life in jail. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so, you know, the Pookies and the Ray Rays, man, are the ones that are getting the most action. And I seen that from my very eyes, man, when I was in jail and I saw Pookie's Ray Rays just booed up with women around the courthouse and around the jailhouse. And when I was in the courtroom, I saw some bad bitches up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? They was in there just, you know, they was in there waiting for the Pookies and Ray Rays. And the motherfuckers who had cases and shit, you know, they had a woman up in there with a big old ass just screaming for them and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, all these fine bitches in the courtroom, and they find bitches outside the courtroom. I'm like, damn, this is where all the bitches is going. They going to the Pookies and Ray Rays, bro. That's why a lot of guys are struggling, man, because the Pookies and Ray Rays and the bad boys. The bad boys, period, bro. They got a bad boy in every single race, bro. White, black, Hispanic, Asian. You know what I'm saying? Because they think the bad boys are too goddamn mysterious and shit. That's why they be fucking with them, man. The bad boy is exciting. You know, it's something about a woman. I mean, it's something about a bad boy that turned these women on, man. Basically, a fucking rebellion motherfucker. A motherfucker who rebel. That's what turned them on, man. We gotta get some water for this jug and shit. What time is it? Oh, it's like 10:31. I think I could get some clean water, man. No. No, I'm good. We're gonna get some, we're gonna fill this jug up real quick. There's a cheaper way to do it. Shit, fuck it. But yeah, like I said, man, these women, they find the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the bad boys exciting. And they find the good guy very boring, bro. Remember I told you, bro, when I got out of jail, I had every single black woman in my DMs and shit, trying to contact me and shit. They were all out of state though. I would have got with them if they was closer to me, man, but they were out of state. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, if you a bad boy, man, you gonna get a lot of attention. Why you think like Tupac became a bad boy? Because he was trying to get the black woman's attention, bro. Tupac wasn't really a killer. He wasn't a bad boy. He was just portraying that lifestyle. A lot of you guys thought that Tupac was a real bad boy or a real killer. No, he wasn't, bro. He ran up on real killers, and that's the reason why he got killed. But Tupac wasn't a real bad boy or a killer. He was just portraying that lifestyle just so he can get some pussy, man. That's what he was doing. He wasn't a real gangster. Him and Suge. And all the Dog Pound and the Snoop Dogs, them niggas wasn't no real killers. They was portraying the lifestyle of a real killer, okay? You feel me? Okay, we gotta fill this water jug up. I gotta put this phone over here so I won't get it wet. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Had to fill this water jug up. Thoughts on Vegas? I don't know what you're talking about. But like I said, man, you know, the reason why they like them bad boys because you're mysterious, bro. You know, and they like that rebellion. They like that you rebel against the system, and that you live by your own rules and shit. They got bad boys out here that'll kill a motherfucker and go hang out with his girlfriend afterwards. You know what I'm saying? They like that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I talked to this one black woman. And I asked her why she liked bad boys, and she said, "Cause I want some protection. I want some protection." That's what she said, man. You know, we were sitting at a bar, and I was like, why you like bad boys so much?" And she was like, "I want some protection. I want some protection. I want some protection." That's what she was saying, bro, over and over again. And I was like, damn, really? So she wanted some protection. That's what it was. You know, I told you, bro, when I went to jail, man, I had every single black woman calling me up in my DMs. I had one female, she was trying to get me to come to her, I don't know, I think it was her Instagram, but she was far away though, man. A lot of black women, they used to follow me before I went to jail, man. I had black women following me on this channel, man. You know what I'm saying? And I went to jail, and I made that video. You feel me? You know, I made that video, you know, fresh out of jail. All of a sudden, black women start kicking in the door. They didn't know when to kick in the door either. They was like, fuck that, we go kick in the door now. This motherfucker that went to jail, kicking the door. You feel me? You know. And let me tell you something. The good guy, he just too lame. Especially if your ass is talking like perfect English. They don't like that, bro. They want your ass to be They want your ass to be speaking broken English. You feel me? They want you to be out here to be, you know, broken English and don't sound like a square. You feel me? You know. Like I noticed that you can't be too square around black women, bro. You can't be too square. The moment you start saying some square stuff, like speaking like, if you speak in perfect English and shit, they don't like that. That's too goddamn square for them. You feel me? I noticed that about black women, and women of other races too. If you're too square, if you don't have enough bad boy toughness in you, they're just not gonna deal with you, bro. Like, let's say your motherfucking voice is too high pitched. They ain't gonna fuck with you, bro. Your voice is too high pitched. Sound like you done like sucked some helium from a balloon or some shit like that. If your voice is too high pitched, they ain't gonna fuck with you. You feel me? I know that's I can't even talk right now. I noticed that about black women. Okay, let's put that way. I noticed that about black women. It's like, you sound a certain way that they're not used to, they're gonna destroy you. They're gonna get rid of you. I seen that shit on Pop the Balloon. They say, oh, I like a little bit of gangster in my men. You too square. You sound too goddamn. You feel me? You too square out here in these streets. We ain't gonna deal with you. You know. Yeah, because you're a certified pookie. I wish I was a certified pookie. I'll be getting way more pussy right now. You guys have a good night, man. Time for me to go to sleep, you feel me? It's time for me to go to sleep. I'll see y'all tomorrow when I wake up. Peace out, take care, and bless. I am out. Ooh, I only got like 50.